Firstly, congratulations in getting a silver medal in the men's double. So, how does it feel to get the medal? And this is Singapore's first medal in the men's double after 7 years.
For myself, I think definitely very happy. Both of us are very happy. But most importantly, I think throughout the whole games, we were more focused on the process and like communicating with our coaches and my teammate Timothy. So happy, I would say. Yeah.
How about Timothy?
Extremely happy because we came in with a game plan. We didn't know what to expect, especially this being our first time going overseas since 2019. So to walk away in the first event, especially for me this is my first time stepping into the Olympics. We did have a difficult start, and to overcome that was incredible because we really didn't expect it.
Yeah, I think to add on to that, because I think at the start, the two of you were in the 7th placing for the first few games. Until the 5th game, there was this big reversal that you guys were in the top 3. So how did that feel?
So during that period, I think the first game, I think all of us were slightly nervous. I think it's normal to be nervous. So like we were talking to ourselves, trying to keep ourselves calm, trying to find, because when we started the lane, I think we were bowling lane 1-2. It was slightly trickier than the rest of the lanes. And so we were trying to just pick up our spares instead of striking, because the spares will help in the long run. So we were more focused on our spares instead of the strikes. Then from there, we let our coaches do the thinking. Then we will analyze together. Then from there, we make the adjustment. So when we move on to the other side of the house, then slowly we start attacking. Yeah.
How about Timothy?
Yeah, there was certainly a number of obstacles that I didn't see coming, but at the end of the day, we had to stay in the present and stay patient because we never know what will happen. And so we just stick to our process. We had a game plan, we stuck to it, and we kept good communication with one another, with our coach. And fortunately, it went the right way for us today.
I mean, like at the start, looking at it, when we look things realistically, we're like, oh, it's okay, just enjoy it. We just wanted to enjoy ourselves. So we just go there and put on a good show.
I see. And maybe for Jaris as well, because yesterday you took part in the men's single, and this time now today your personal score is better than yesterday.
Of course.
So what do you make of it? Are you getting used to the environment here?
I mean, the lane, the pattern is different. So definitely the scores are way different, I would say. Because if you look around the whole field, definitely the scores are way different. Like the champion today also, their scores are way different. So it's very hard to compare that way, I would say. Yep.
I see. Okay. And maybe to add on, because like tomorrow will be the start of the team's event for the next 2 days. So how are you gearing up for it?
I think now we want to have our lunch first and then relax. I think drink more honey water, to calm ourselves down, heal our throat a little bit, and regroup ourselves. Like because this event is already over, so that we can stay in the present, like what Timothy said.
How about Timothy?
Yeah, right now we just want to have some food and recover, but we have a game plan in mind. We're just going to stay in the present. Sorry, my mind.
Now we can redo that again. So how are you going to gear up for the team event in the next 2 days?
Yeah, so definitely today we're going to rest up to get our energies all back, and we are going to just continue to stay in the present and make sure to keep good communication with one another. Tomorrow we get to go with the other two, and we have prepared a lot for us back home. And so we're just going to focus on keeping the same game plan and keep good communication, and we'll see how it goes.
Do you expect today's result?
No, I did not expect any result from today. From like our past experience, like when we start to expect something, that's where it will start to kill us. So it's more of just staying in the present and just focus on our processes. Like if I expect something, usually it will not turn out that way. Yep. So like there'll be the devil there like decide, oh, you need to strike. But always need to tell yourself process. Just focus on the process. Yep.
Is this your first time bowling together in a competition, like as a pair?
Yes.
Yes, in your first. Oh, okay.
Yes, it's our first time bowling in a pair. I think a few people asked us the question. Yes, it's our first time bowling, but we known each other since secondary school days.
Yeah.
So
he was actually my senior in Singapore Sports School.
Yeah, correct.
So even for like the previous other tournaments or competitions, you guys have never paired up?
Never.
So this is like the very first time?
Yes, this is the very first time. This is our first doubles event together. Yeah. So that's one of the interesting facts.
Nice chemistry.
Yep.
So how did you all build that relationship such that today, even though it was your first time bowling together, you still managed to come
For us, it just starts back in training because we train 5 times a week back home, and we see each other every day. And every day it's a different challenge, it's a different focus, and we just work on solving that together, and learn. Eventually, we just learn how to work off one another.
Yeah, I think the most important thing here is trusting each other. Never doubt your partner. That's the most important thing. I think Timothy and myself back home, even like 11 p.m, we still text each other about bowling ball, like what happened at training. So you know how we can overcome this at the next training or when it comes to SEA Games. Yep.
And how long have you all known each other, and how much time do you usually spend with each other in like a regular week, like whether it's at training or like competition or hanging out?
I think we known each other about 12 years. I'll say 10 to 12 years.
Regularly, probably maybe since 2016 when I got into a men's team. So that's when we started to see each other on a daily basis and really work together more.
Yeah, I think we spend about 4 to 6 hours together. We even go to the gym together sometimes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so I think you all don't usually keep track of scores or like your competitions during the bowling.
Correct.
Right. So like throughout the 6 games, right? Like what are you telling yourself or what are you thinking of, and how do you know what to continue doing or what to change doing?
For myself, like because I was a little bit tall enough to see the scores, then I was just looking at the scores. Then I was just, oh okay, it is what it is. So I just didn't want to think about chasing. I didn't want to chase. No, I didn't want to be even if I'm in the top 3 at the 5th game, I didn't want to play defensive. So I was more focused. Just go one shot at a time. Just focus. Just strong all the way. Yep.
I actually couldn't see the scores at all because there were so many players and people blocking. But well, at the end of the day, we just think every frame is a new frame. So like I said just now, we just focus on staying in the present because every shot is a new shot, and it requires equal focus from each other. So it doesn't matter whether we are like at bottom half or we're in the top 2. We still have to. The process is still the same to make the shots.
And last question for Jerry is, like you said, you're a bit hoarse now. So like, how does screaming like during a competition, like when you celebrate, like how does that help you?
I think for me, it's like all the energy that I need to release, and it vibes out positive energy to my teammates. So like, you know, there are times like, you know, if you watch us bowl, like there are times where I shout Majula, then my teammate will shout Singapura. So like, and there are times where we just shout Sa, then he will shout Saja. So it's like means lion. Yeah. So so we need to keep our tempo and momentum correct. So like just stay present and just focus lah. I would say like that. It's not planned. It's just it's time to go. It's time to go. So we just enjoy the moment. I'll say.
When do you usually do it? Is it like after a good shot, or is it like?
So, it depends. Yeah. There's no answer to that.
Yeah, so it's more of a feeling kind of thing. So Jarvis and I, we graduated from the Singapore Sports School. So we actually were grown up in that culture where we use that as a mental tool to motivate each other. And so it really helps to, like, you know, if you have nerves or something, it just lets it out. And so you don't keep anything hidden to yourself, because you keep something to yourself, it's going to affect your next shot. So we just lay it out and we can start anew for a new frame.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.